Six figures is not the destination. Six figures is the floor. There are agents in your market right now doing 2, 3, 5 times that. Not because they're not working 2, 3, 5 times harder, but because they figured out how to scale, and scaling is a strategy. So it's not a grind. Today I'm going to show you exactly what strategy looks like. If scaling your business is daunting, or you've plateaued and you've been at the same commission year after year, gross commission income, then that's a conversation worth having to scale your business and escalate to new heights in this industry. Let's talk. There's a link in the description below directly to my calendar. We'll be on a one-on-one call and we can dial in your business. Here's why agents plateau. It's the pattern I see over and over and over again. And I train hundreds of agents. An agent works their way up to six figures. They hit the 100K threshold. They're proud of it, and they should be, but then they hit a ceiling. They get that same income year after year, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but essentially kind of stuck in the same range at that plateau. Why? Because strategies that got them to six figures, they're not the same as strategies that are going to get them beyond those limits and hit the $500,000 mark and push into the seven figures. And those strategies have a natural capacity limit. You can only personally close so many deals in a year. You can only work so many hours. So scaling past six figures requires changing the strategy, not just working harder inside the old one. There was a time where I plateaued. I was making the same income every year. And then once I finally made the shift, I doubled my income, which was significant. From where I was to double it in 1 year, it was a feat. It was incredible. It was something that I had to change and shift my mindset, and I had to do things differently than everything I did prior. And that was doing a different strategy. Number one, raise your average transaction value. So the simple math in real estate: more expensive homes equals more commission per deal without more deals. If your average transaction is $400,000 price point, you need to move it up to 600 or 700 or maybe over the $1 million mark. Just from that, you're going to be earning 50% more per deal without adding a single additional transaction to your workload. How do you do this? You specialize. You can become the expert in a higher price point, study that market, study that neighborhood, build relationships with buyers and sellers in that range or in that location, and market yourself specifically to that segment. Stop targeting first-time home buyers. Stop targeting that price point or that neighborhood that has those price points. This doesn't mean you won't work those price points as they come up, but what you're going to go and hunt for is going to be bigger price points that are ultimately going to bring bigger commissions, and then you're going to find repeated business from that are going to duplicate off of that transaction. So it doesn't happen overnight, but every conversation you have with a higher end client, every listing you take in a higher price range, every piece of content you create that targets a higher price point audience, it's going to compound, and you will see a difference in your income. Because over the next 12 to 18 months, moving your average transaction up by 20 to 30 to 50%, it's very achievable and it's very doable, and you deserve it. You've worked hard. You've busted your butt to close transactions and do business at these price points. It's time to elevate. You've earned it, and it will change your income dramatically. Strategy 2 to scaling is systematize before you add volume. A lot of agents try to scale by just doing more leads, more showings, more listings, and they burn out quickly because their business isn't built to handle more volume, because there's no systems to support it. Before you add the volume, you got to get the systems in place. I have other videos for this that I can share, but a documented lead follow-up process, a consistent client onboarding experience, and a transaction management checklist, and a database nurture calendar are the systems you need to have in place to scale. When your business runs on systems, it can work when you're not working. You can pass those systems over to other people to help build your business. Adding your volume doesn't add chaos. It will add income, but without systems, it can get chaotic very quickly. So build the systems first, and then the scaling and the volume will come. And strategy 3 is leveraging other people's time. There's a hard limit on how much time you can personally contribute to your business and what you can do to accomplish. But the way you break through that limit is by leveraging other people's time. This doesn't necessarily mean building a team right away. It might mean hiring a transaction coordinator to handle paperwork, a virtual assistant to manage your database outreach and your social media and your content, a showing assistant for buyer tours. Every hour that you can free up from administrative or logistical tasks is an hour that you can put toward high value income producing activities. If your time's worth $200 an hour and you're doing tasks that could easily be done for $20 an hour, that's $180 of value you're leaving unrealized every single hour. So leverage is not an expense, it's an investment with a return. So make sure to outsource those things that somebody else can do so that you can free up your time to generate new business. And strategy 4 is developing multiple income streams. The highest earning agents in real estate are not just closing deals, they're building multiple streams of income within the industry. Revenue share or referral income from agents you bring into your network, investment properties that generate rental income, coaching or training programs for other agents, team overrides on production. There are so many ways to generate income. There could be other industries that you partner with that you're creating income to help grow each of your businesses as well. None of these are going to replace your core business, but they will compound it and it diversifies. And as your production grows and your reputation expands, these additional income streams become real and meaningful contributors to your total income and to your real estate empire that you're building. So keep this in mind now, even if you're not ready to act on all of it immediately. Understanding the full picture of what's possible will help you make smarter decisions about where to invest your energy. If you feel like you're not ready to scale yet, here's what I want you to consider. The work of getting ready to scale is the same work as scaling. So building systems, raising your transaction value, and investing in leverage, none of those require you to be at certain income levels first. You build them at wherever level you are, and then you carry to the next one. You don't get ready and then scale. You scale by taking the next step. 6 figures is the floor. Raise your average transaction value and systematize before you add volume. Leverage other people's times, build multiple income streams. That's the strategy. Not more hustle, smarter architecture of your business, and start building it now. We can get this dialed in for you and help you scale to go to the next level and get out of your plateau and out of that slump. Not that it's a slump, you built a great business, but it's time to scale to the next level. Book a link on my Calendly link below or DM me at PK Residential on Instagram or Facebook, and let's build and scale your business.